there. Anyways, good morning. Happy Monday. It's Motivation Monday. It's March 15th. It's going to be a great week. Let's start off with our daily pledge. Today is a new day. I am ready to be the best me I can be. I will listen so I can learn. I will try hard so my brain can grow. I will not give up. I can learn anything I put my mind to. So today is a new day. It's an opportunity to get up, work on your goals, work on yourself, and most importantly, do a little check-in. How are you feeling on a scale of 1 to 10? Where are you at for today? Okay? If you woke up feeling great, that's awesome. Use that energy, apply it to your day. But if you don't feel so great, do something about that. Get out your coping skills toolbox or your tool bag and start working on things that you can do to help yourself feel better. Remember, not every day are we going to wake up feeling like a ray of sunshine. However, we have to help ourselves. We have to do the things that our mental health needs to continue to get better, not get worse, or just be able to manage the day. A daily routine, going for a walk, that fresh air. Remember your 3 meals a day. Remember your 8 glasses of water, and just all of those things that help us stay well and prevent us from getting our mental health from getting worse. 'Tis the season. A lot of folks start to experience seasonal affective disorder in the spring. It also starts to kick in when we do a time change, and any sort of time we have to do another adjustment. It can kind of play tricks with our mind, and our mental health kind of starts to, maybe our anxiety gets worse or our depression gets worse. Maybe you have to worry about mania this time of the year. Maybe your moods are all over the place. But if we use our tools and we really start focusing on what it is that we need to do to help ourselves, the hope is that we can kind of prevent some of those things from getting worse. We can feel better faster. But today we're going to talk about assertiveness and self-esteem and what we need to do to be motivated. Most importantly, assertiveness helps us say no. And so we got that too. So here's a little questionnaire for us, okay? Being assertive, it means that you're motivated and you're taking care of yourself and you're monitoring you, okay? So, am I assertive? Number 1, am I able to say no without feeling guilty or anxious? Many of us cannot say yes to that. A lot of us start to feel really guilty and really anxious when we have to tell people no. We feel like we're obligated to help people all the time, but we aren't. We have to put ourselves first. So, again, here's a little questionnaire. Am I assertive? Are you able to say no? I can request help and info from others easily. Can you ask for help? Can you reach out easily? Number 3, I acknowledge and own my own mistakes. Are you able to acknowledge mistakes? Are you okay with failing? Number 4, I can express strong feelings like anger and disappointment. Can you tell somebody you're mad? Can you reach out to them and let them know that you're not happy? Next one, I can tell others when their behavior is not okay with me. That's setting boundaries. Being assertive means that you're able to set boundaries with people. Are you able to set boundaries? I can express my own opinion and beliefs even if others don't agree with me. You should be able to share how you're feeling. You should be able to have an opinion and others respect that. If you have people in your life who do not respect your opinions in life, they need to go. Okay, they are not a part of your core group. If they're not allowing you to communicate and to express what you think and feel, they should respect that in return, like you would do for them. I can speak up in groups and value my own contribution, and I can delegate tasks to other people. Okay, how many of you had said yes to any of these? Are you assertive? Are you able to accept failure or ask for help? Can you say no? Okay, those are just a small key points of being assertive, but most importantly, you have to be able to let people know what you're thinking and feeling, and they have to be okay with that. All right, so let's do this one. Assertiveness rights, okay? I have the right to be responsible for my own actions. I have the right to make mistakes. These are your rights. These are your rights as a person in the world, and being assertive and having boundaries and accepting other things. I have the right to be myself. I have the right to be treated with respect. I have the right to have feelings and express my thoughts and opinions. I have the right to say no and not feel guilty. I have the right to change my mind. You can change your mind how many times you want. It's okay. You have that right. I have the right to say, I don't know. I have the right to feel and express my anger. I have the right to have my needs be as important as the needs of others. I have the right to do things other people do not approve of. Not everybody has to approve what you're doing. As long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, it's okay. You have the right to be you and to do what you feel is best. I have the right to ask for help, and why or why not? I have the right to say, I don't understand. I have the right to be responsible for, I am not responsible for others' actions. That's again in your wheel of control. You're not responsible for anybody else but yourself. Other people have the right to make mistakes. It's okay. We have to learn to forgive too, okay? And so that's part of that boundary, and it's okay for other people to make mistakes. Other people have the right to be themselves. Not everybody has to be who you want them to be, and that they shouldn't have to try to be anything other than themselves. Other people have the right to be treated with respect. Other people have the right to express their thoughts and feelings, and we have to accept that too. Other people have the right to change their mind and to say they don't know and to express their anger. And they also need their needs met, okay? So basically, you get to be who you are, they get to be who they are. We come in a common ground, we all set boundaries, and we express ourselves in a manner that's respectable, but it's important to do that. And so if you're feeling unmotivated and you're not feeling well, take a good look at the people around you. Take a good look at yourself. Have you been expressing how you're feeling lately? Have you been heard? Are you setting good boundaries? Are you saying no when you need to? Part of staying motivated and staying well is making sure that you're assertive. Make sure you're setting boundaries. Make sure you're communicating what you're thinking, what you're feeling, how you are. Because if you're not, you're bottling it up inside. And then what happens? What happens when you bottle everything up inside? Eventually it's going to explode, okay? Your anxiety gets worse. Maybe you start to experience panic attacks. Your depression increases. Your motivation decreases. We start procrastinating. We start skipping appointments. Do you see what happens when we're not assertive? When you're passive or if you become too aggressive, you might lose people in your life that way too. So we've talked a little bit about communication. My point of assertiveness today is to make sure that you're still taking care of yourself. Okay, make sure you're letting other people know how you're feeling, what you're thinking, and what's going on. Practicing saying no is important because a lot of times, like I said, when we say no, we feel guilty and we feel like we disappointed somebody or we let them down. So here's some helpful phrases to use when you're trying to say no, okay? This is the first one. I can't give you an answer right now. Will you check back with me, okay? Gives you time to think. Maybe you need to process a little bit. They can think about it too. So again, I can't give you an answer right now. Will you check back with me? The next one that I want you to use is I want to, but I am unable to. Okay? And that's where it needs to stop. See, many people feel like then they need to justify. If you tell somebody no, they don't need 47 excuses as to why. They don't need that. You don't have to do that. You just simply say, no, I can't. I'm sorry. The next one, I am not able to commit to that right now. I really appreciate you asking me, but I can't do it. I understand you really need my help, but I'm just not able to say yes to that. I am sorry. I'm going to say no for now. I will let you know if something changes. I am honored that you would ask me, but the answer is no. No, I can't do that, but here's what I can do, okay? I just don't have the right to give that right now. Something that could be like, for instance, if somebody came to you and asked for money, you say, no, I can't do that for you, but here's what I can do for you. Or if they want you to help with transportation or something like that, maybe you can't help with that, but maybe you have some other resources that you can help them. But in saying no, it sets a boundary. Otherwise, you spread yourselves too thin. Again, if we're talking about Motivation Monday, there goes your motivation because you're tired because you spent too much time helping other people and not focusing on the things that matter the most for you, okay? Here are toxic people. These are the people, for the most part, these are the people who are not going to respect your boundaries. They're not going to respect your assertiveness. They're not going to respect you in general. So if you have these toxic people in your life, it's going to be really hard to be assertive. It's going to be really hard to set a boundary. And it's really going to be hard to take care of yourself because they're going to demand that attention on themselves. And so I'm telling you this because A, we have to be assertive. B, we have to learn how to say no. But C, we have to get rid of toxic people. These people will drain us day after day after day. They will affect our mental health. They will not allow us to communicate in a positive manner. They're not going to let us set boundaries, and they're certainly not going to let us say no. And we kind of talked about this last week, and we've kind of went through this before, but I found a really good worksheet, so I had to share it anyways. So the first toxic person that you need to get out of your life is the narcissist. Boy, have we talked about narcissism. They only care about themselves, they lack empathy, and they truly believe they are better than everyone around them. We don't need those people in our life. If you know somebody in life who is a narcissist, who sucks everything out of you and only cares about themselves, they need to go. Okay? I know that can be difficult when it's a family member. However, you also have to take a good look at what's happening to you. What happens to you when you're around these people? Do you become anxious, start to panic? Do you have a lot of self-doubt? Do you feel like there's a black cloud hanging over you and you just don't feel good? If that's the case, we need to eliminate our time with that person because it's not helping you feel better. The next toxic person is the controller. Okay, they try to control everything around them. They need to be in charge of every decision, and they make you feel like you can't do anything right. Okay, we got the drama magnet. They feed off of gossip and drama. Drama seems to follow them, and they create it. They put you in uncomfortable positions, okay? So the person that draws in drama, it just brings in a lot of negativity. It doesn't allow you to communicate properly. It doesn't allow you to say no. They create drama. The energy vampire, I like that. They drain energy from you. They overwhelm you. They create problems. They feed off of negativity. They criticize and bully you, okay? If you have an energy vampire in your life, get rid of them, okay? This is not helping your mental health. How about the compulsive liar? They tell white lies constantly. They manipulate and gaslight you, and they're the master of guilt trips. If you have somebody in your life who is a compulsive liar, they need to go. And the green-eyed, the envious one. They cannot be happy for other people's good fortune. They play the victim, and they minimize other people to make them feel better about themselves. Do you have any of these toxic people in your life? Is there anybody that you can think of that acts this way? That doesn't allow you to be yourself. They want to try and control you. They don't let you communicate. They don't let you say no. They just zap you of everything. You lose all your motivation. Your mental health gets worse. Do you have anybody like this in your life? If so, we have to work really hard at trying to eliminate them, or at the very least, spending less time with them. You may not feel comfortable getting rid of them completely, but we can still spend less time with them so that they're not affecting us on a daily basis, because that's really going to affect your mental health, okay? So my challenge for you today is to take a good look at the group of people around you. We've done this, and so you know what this looks like. Take a good look around you. Look at the group of people that you surround yourself with. Then I want you to take a good look at your assertiveness Bill of Rights here. It's not a Bill of Rights. Your assertiveness rights, okay? Are you saying no? Are you communicating how you're feeling? Are you being true to who you are? Are you able to express yourself and have others appreciate that and accept that? And most importantly, are you able to set that boundary and have people respect it? Again, it's about respect. It's about people just allowing you to be yourself. It's about you accepting yourself and just being assertive, learning to say no. So that's what you're going to do today, okay? If you're going to take a look at your motivation, and you're going to take a look at goal follow through, and you're going to take a look at how you're spending your day, we have to take a look at our assertiveness. We have to take a look at our ability to say no, and who is in our life that maybe is affecting all of this around us, that's making it really difficult for us to use our skills. Maybe we have people in our life right now that are making it really difficult for us to manage our mental health because they are zapping us of everything else that we're trying to work on. If that's the case, we need to work on eliminating them. Happy Monday. Get outside. I know it's snowing out. Maybe it'll get better. I don't know. If you can't get outside, maybe move in place in your apartment, okay? Walk and do some steps. Get some music out and move around. Make sure you're getting your 3 meals today. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water, and take care of yourself. Look at your assertiveness. Look at your ability to say no, and make sure you're surrounding yourself with positive people. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.